Talk to me, Cleveland. All right, let me make sure before, as we let this populate a little bit, let me make sure we got it popping, that we have people on here, that we are indeed live on Facebook, on my page. Let's see. Yes, we're here. There we go. All right. For people who are up right now, who stayed up, I got on my tuxedo top. I just finished an amazing interview. I was honored to be the host for the closing night interview for GCUFF, the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, GCUFF. You need to know about it, go to gcuff.org, GCUFF. I was honored. Big ups to everybody over at GCUFF, particularly the Queen, Donna Dabbs, Brother Alton Tinker, my #1 supporter, Betty Jean Halliburton, and of course, Chill Talk's own super producer, Felicia Haney, who's also making things happen over there at GCUFF and always looking out for me. Thank you. All right, Brother Kimmett, what's going on? I see you in the building watching. But I just got through my closing night interview. You can still actually go over to GCUFF right now, gcuff.org, and see if you can get in and for the closing ceremony. I believe they gave out awards, or they're currently giving out awards. But everybody over there just finished watching the documentary, award-winning documentary, St. Louis Superman. And let me not forget to say, in addition to me just hosting the closing night ceremony, I also hosted the opening night ceremony. So big ups to the people over at GCUFF for having confidence in me to handle their two most important events. It's the first thing you see and the last thing you remember. And if I screwed it up, just say, they give me the Ice Cube mean face. But, I'm going to do what I do. That's all I can do. So I hope people like my work in interviewing the people from opening night. Man, opening night ceremony, I don't know if you can still go back and see it, but opening night ceremony was built around the film. They showed the film Best of Enemies. People may remember that, starring Taraji P. Henson. She played actual real life activist Ann Atwater, who back in the day met up, converged, parlayed with Ku Klux Klan leader. See, without looking at my notes right now, I believe his name was C.P. Ellis. Close to it. We'll figure it out. Somebody can look that up for me and let me know if I got it right, if it's C.P. Ellis. It's some initials and a last name. There could be a first name. I know that. So somebody want to go ahead and look that up. What's going on? What's going on, Sean? Man, Sean, you? Okay, I haven't got my book yet. Let me tell you that. I'm still waiting on my book, Sean. We about to go in. The kids, the children are going to see me reading your book, bro. Everywhere I go, we doing this. We doing this with the babies, with the children, with the youth, with the young adults. Grown folks need to see it, Sean. So, yeah. But, Sean, Sean, you just, every day, you just back and forth at it. All right? I see you. I see you, Sean. But anyway, let me get back to this. Opening night, I'm sure it's on the way, Sean. I'm sure the book's on the way. And we go, man, we go rock with it heavy. We go ride with you all the way down across the world, Craig. I see, Sean, you all grown up. I'm not, Sean, let me keep with my bill, bro. Anyway, opening night ceremony, they watched the film Best of Enemies. And I got a chance to interview exclusively, just me getting it in, you know how I do it, with the granddaughter of Ann Atwater. And we had the filmmaker there, this Robin Bissell. Oh, this brother is big time. He got down, he did, I believe he wrote, and he was one of the people that brought Hunger Games to you. And what's going on, Yanni? Yolanda McGee. Man, Sean, you're not gonna keep Sean. I'm still looking to see what Sean writes. Sean, we'll talk, bro. Let me know what's going on. What's really going on? Sean P, any Arette, Sean Califani. Califani, I keep saying Califani. I know that drives you crazy, and I know better. I keep wanting to add that extra A in there. Califani. Got it. But yeah, opening night. The granddaughter of Ann Atwater, the filmmaker, Robin Bissell, and the real life brother who brought those two sides together, who brought the real life activist Ann Atwater, that was played by Taraji P. Henson, and the real life Ku Klux Klan leader. The actual guy who brought them together was on the show. So he was one of the three people that I interviewed. It was a great, I had a good time. I mean, I'm not going to judge it and say, oh, man, I killed it. But you know how I do. It's not my first time interviewing people. I've interviewed quite a few people, a time or two. I've done an interview a time or two. But I had a ball. Man, these people were mad cool. Interviewed them. We talked about it. I'm going to try to get the footage and download it on my YouTube. If GCUFF would be so nice to let me hold on to that interview, so more people can see it. But that was opening night for GCUFF. Then they asked me. I must have done okay because they brought me back and they asked me to host the closing night ceremony, which I just completed. And I get it. I don't know who was supposed to do it before that, but I guess they figured I could handle it because the preface, the basis, the foundation, the story is about my man, Bruce Franks Jr., who went from battle rapper activist to state representative in St. Louis, Missouri. So, and when they called me and asked me to, asked me to host the closing ceremony and to interview these brothers, they just said it's a guy that just a rapper, a battle rapper. What if I said a rapper who end up winning the race in his area to become the state representative up at the State House in Missouri. So I'm like, okay, that's slick. Okay, they say rapper, I'm thinking it's some old corny mumbling type. Although I don't know how that one of those people could become state rep. But anyway, I ain't gonna do that to the new school mumble rappers. Y'all do y'all thing. I don't even think they do that anymore. I think they stopped. They just kind of mumble-ish. But then she said, no, okay, we found out more information. He's a battle rapper. And I watch battle rap. I get down with battle rap. But when they said Bruce Frank, okay, okay, but I found out it was my brother. Oops. Man, let me tell you something. Everybody should know Oops, because he had one of the most classic third rounds in battle rap history. Please, his the whole battle is classic. He was battling his brother named Daylight. If anybody doesn't, don't really do battle rap, man, Daylight is top tier, and he's very gifted lyrically, but is known for antics. And sometimes the antics overshadow his lyrical capability. I mean, Daylight, he's been known to take it there. Really, really take it there. But what's going on, Tim Rogers? What's up, bro? But anyway, Oops and Daylight. Go to YouTube and hit up Oops, OOPS versus Daylight. No, I don't think it's any Y's in Daylight's name. I mean, no I's, just Y. So, but the whole, and this third round went viral because Oops got really, really real and started talking about his life in the Lou in St. Louis and people around him, his brother dying as a kid when somebody used him as a shield for gunfire. Man, he went there. It's really real. So do yourself a favor. Go watch that battle, even if you're not into battle rap. Go watch the battle, Oops versus Daylight, and pay. I mean, enjoy the whole battle is a classic. If you've never seen battle rap, but just watch how this brother breaks it down in the third round, and he is the focal point of this documentary, St. Louis Superman. So I got a chance to talk with him. We talked about 20 minutes prior to it starting, and we had a rap talk. We had a battle rap talk. It's funny because when I talk, and that's my little bro now. I talked to him, and I let him know that they selected me, one, for my interview skills, but two, my connection to hip hop. And I told him that I've performed in St. Louis. I've headlined in St. Louis. And I told him that I rocked this place called the Animal House. He said, "Man, my parents used to go to the Animal House to watch shows." That's old school. And the thing is, when I performed at the Animal House in St. Louis, the brother who I was talking to, Oops, Bruce Franks, who went from being a political activist, battle rapper, to state representative of the good state of St. Louis. When I performed at the Animal House in St. Louis, that brother was 2 years old. As a matter of fact, I told him at that show, and St. Louis people are gonna know this. When I told him, I said, at the show, Silk Smooth was at the show. Silk Smooth is like the OG of St. Louis rappers. I mean, everybody knows St. Louis for Nelly. But you go to St. Louis, you go to the Lou, and you ask them who their OG is. And it's my brother, Silk Smooth. Silk Smooth is like the OG. He's the old head. He's the foundation of St. Louis hip hop artists. So Smooth was at that show, and he hadn't had he was a shorty at the show. I'm his OG. But big ups to my brother Silk Smooth. One of the first cats that I interviewed, musical cats that I interviewed. What's going on, Tim White? One of the first cats that I interviewed as a journalist was Silk Smooth. And his road manager was my boy Trouble from the BK, from Brooklyn. Lifelong friend. That's my brother. We still maintain a lifelong friendship. Dope producer, a man Trouble. But we talked about his film, man, and his life and the struggles and what happened in Ferguson, right outside of St. Louis, and how he was out there every night, every day protesting, got tear gas, he got shot, put it that way, and out there every day protesting, decided that he was going to run for political office, and won. And you know what's going on, Pam Combs? The Get Along Gang. You know how we do it. KSU, Stand Up Kent State University. My sister Pam Combs from the Get Along Gang. We had good days at Kent State University over in College Towers. Just wait for the movie for that one. That's the Kent State University story movie. That might be part of the MC Chill film. Or that might just be a Kent State film. Anyway. That brother's story is powerful. From growing up, from seeing, not that he saw, but from his little brother being shot, killed, death to gun violence, from an adult using him as a shield. It's tragic. And I believe it kind of shaped his sensibilities for what his life was to become. And in addition to the events that happened in Ferguson, and that brother fighting for his life, being murdered in the streets, in the injustice that occurred after that. What's going on, nephew? I see you out there. William, talk to me. My nephew in the building. But yeah, I got a chance to talk to my brother Oops and to the filmmaker. They got a cat. Okay, this wasn't a rinky-dink film. They got an Academy Award nomination. He out there hanging out with what's my man, Mark Ruffalo. You know Mark Ruffalo. He's an Avenger, the Hulk. We got a Hulk. So yeah, man, if you get a chance, I don't know what you have to do. You should have saw it as part of GCUFF Closing Ceremony, but I think it's still available for you to see or purchase on Amazon or rent it or something like that. And it's not long. It's a film short. It's a little over 20 minutes, probably just under a half an hour. But it's powerful. And he has his young son along. And he's kind of talking to his son, saying, I have information to give you, but I got to wait till you turn 5. I think his son is like 4 and some change. And I believe his brother Chris was 6 when he died. But they showed his brother, you know, going through that, being in the state, you know, up at the state house, and they show him in a battle. Oh, Cats is angling for him. Like, dude, you a battle rapper, but you a politician. You one of them. You a sellout. So you got it. He handles that. He handles that. He still and part of his story is that we find out that it was a lot. Yeah, that brother, that black man, as a lot of brothers out here, have a lot of stuff on their mind. It's hard being a black man in America. They have different sayings for that, but it's hard. Sean, you know what this shirt say. Stop it. Scientific swag. You already know. All right. Come on, I rep to the end. I rep for my brothers, man. Sean, this not one of the joints I purchased that you rolled down on me and was regulating and wanted me to send it back refund, refund the money. But no. I pay for all of my stuff. But yeah, you want to see the movie St. Louis Superman? Go watch that. Go watch the battle. If you're not a battle rap fan, if you're a black man fan, go watch it and just really pay attention to that third. That third round went viral. And his opponent, Daylight. Oh, Daylight came with it on his third round. But my man, state representative Bruse Frank Jr. came with it, bro. It's one of the most classic third rounds of battle rap. This was back in like 2015. We talked about it. And he's currently, he's battling right now. Oh, but what I was going to say is that as a black man in America, he had to take a step back from politics, from life in the Lou. He had to take a step back, recharge, relax. And so he's out in I believe he said Arizona, and he said he's 100% now. He's 100%, but he did realize that he was at a point of his life where he needed to step back. The weight of the world of being black in America, seeing the things that he had seen and living the life that he had lived, and the struggles in the streets, and seeing death in his to his own family, and then hearing about what happened in Ferguson, and then being on the front line and seeing the outcome, and just being in the struggle, man, it weighs on you. It weighed on that brother. He had to take a step back. But this story, this documentary does a very good job. Anyway, I just got off from talking to him and the filmmaker, Sami, both good dudes. We built, we bonded, we acknowledged it, we was fam. So anyway, I just wanted to, I had an amazing time hanging out with GCUFF, Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. Man, every time I say Greater Cleveland, I want to go to because I'm the president of the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists, GCABJ, GCLEABJ. We had to add. We used to just be GCABJ, but then Cincinnati, we got an issue. Cincinnati also had GCABJ as the Greater Cincinnati Association of Black Journalists. So we went on ahead. We were the big ups to my journalists in Cincinnati. We went on ahead and changed it to GCLEBJ. CLE for Cleveland, GCLEBJ. So every time I get ready to say what GCUFF is, when I hit that GC, I want to go right to the ABJ, but no, it's Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. Great time. Again, for all the people that reached out to me to ask me to be a part of it, thank you. Specifically, Donna Dabbs, Betty Jean Halliburton, Kevin Taylor, and of course, the one and only, my A1 from day one, down like gravity, Felicia Haney. All her people, her fam knows her as Beachy, but we know her as the super producer of Chill Talk. My co-worker for years and years and years at the Calling Post. Started off as my intern. We'll have to tell that story one day. But yeah, those people, they looked out for me, reached out to me, brought me in to do the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. I had a great time. William Johnson, what's going on in the building? But I just wanted to stop and say, hey, I wasn't on this week, this Friday or last Friday, because I was doing GCUFF. I was GCUFFing. and had a great time, a blast. Because, you know, well, we get down in Cleveland every year for GCUFF. This year, it was virtual. I was the host for the opening ceremony last year. I interviewed, I was on stage, though. We were there, it was live. And, man, what's that sister's name? She's actually from Warrensville. She's in the TV series Community. And, man, somebody help me out. What's that sister's name? Somebody shoot it to me. Anyway, big ups to GCUFF. Support the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. Hopefully next year we'll be able to be in the studio. I don't know. Man, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all really getting on my nerves about how we trying to establish herd immunity. One, we can never establish herd immunity if y'all just keep passing the damn virus around. You refuse to wear a mask because y'all all on some craziness about the virus. If y'all don't get out of here with this foolishness about the virus being a hoax, or, man, stop it. People out here dying from this. People out here fighting for their lives behind this. Man, y'all need to quit playing for real. Okay, and then Sean, if you don't let me get a chance to, like I was getting ready to say, not only will y'all not wear a mask, but y'all already loking up to talk about a virus that y'all not gonna take when they even came up with it. It's not, man. Let me tell y'all something. I know you helping, Sean, but just give me a second to get there. Let me tell y'all something. When this vaccine come out here, I'm not playing with y'all. We're not dealing with this foolishness that y'all talking about. Take the damn, I'm hitting y'all with Ice Cube. Get the vaccine, man. Don't act, you know what? I want to hear all that guinea pig. Look, all of y'all vaccinated. Every single one of y'all that had the MMR vaccination. Y'all have been vaccinated against measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria. Oh, and guess what? We do not have a crisis of measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria. It's almost been eradicated. And let me tell y'all something. You don't want to see a kid ravaged by measles. Y'all want that smoke. Talking about that smoke, y'all want that smoke. Y'all want it with that virus. And when I say virtually eradicated, I'm talking about the United States. There's still outbreaks in other countries. But here in the United States, we've pretty much eradicated those diseases. And I'm saying pretty much because guess what? It's coming back. Those viruses are coming back. And you know why? Because y'all out here talking about y'all not vaccinating your kids against a disease that we had almost already gotten rid of. And it's coming back. And it's coming back because y'all out here not vaccinating your kids about over some stuff that we had already eradicated on some felonious information that y'all obviously have not done your homework on. Brooklyn, Sean saying Brooklyn measles incident 2019. Because these folks, what's going on, Sam Powell? I'm just saying, man, I don't want to hear this foolishness with y'all when the vaccines show up. After it's been tested and tested by multiples of thousands of people. I'm just saying, I don't want to be dealing with this damn virus for the next 5 years, because y'all don't know how to act. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. If you're talking to somebody in their face, man, we can hear y'all through the mask. Don't take the mask off to talk to me in my face. What's going on, Shelly Shockley? Team Shockley! Don't talk to me in my face. Don't take the mask off to talk. Why'd you have the mask on in the first place? If when it's time to talk to me, you take the mask off. And then before you came over to me, I see you over there talking to like 10 people, and they don't have a mask on, and you talking to them face to face, and then walk over to me and talk to me in my face. Come on, don't do that. Man, y'all made me forget what I was gonna say. Oh, GCUFF, next year. I don't know if next year that we gonna, be able to have it in real life again, not virtual. We'll see. Because I have some things going on next year that we need to handle. We're gonna do it whether we do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a multiplicity. What I'm telling you is, just get ready. Here's a secret announcement, a chill announcement, just because I'm on here talking. Next year will be the 35th anniversary of my release of my first national song, Busta's Rhyme. So it means it's a whole lot of things that you hear about. It was one of the, obviously it was the Cleveland's first national rap song. It's Ohio's first national rap song. It's the Midwest first national rap song. It to my knowledge, it is the first non-New York rap song that ever charted on Billboard. Okay, somebody find me a rapper from LA, Philly, somewhere that charted on Billboard prior to January of 1986. So, and certainly one of the first non-New York song that was on a distinct New York label. Everybody, well, if you don't know, Fever Records, I was on Fever Records. Fever Records was the club label of the iconic hip hop club. The Fever in the South Bronx was one of the first rap clubs on the planet. One of the mainstays were people who wanted to come and see hip hop indoors instead of going out to the park. You didn't want it. If you wasn't really like a Bronx person like that, a South Bronx person like that, and definitely if you were like from a record company looking for rap artists, you wasn't trying to go down there. You did yourself a favor because you'd have been watching history. You'd have seen Kool Herc, widely recognized as the father of hip hop. You'd have seen a kid named Flash, who became a grandmaster. You'd have seen the members who became the Furious Five. You'd have seen Grandmaster Caz. You'd have seen some of the originals. But you know what? You could come to the Fever and see those people back in the day. And then Fever decided, you know what? We're gonna start our own label instead of furnishing our venue for people to come and find all this new talent of all this new thing called rap or hip hop. So they started a label, and on that label, iconic hip hop label, a founding, pioneering hip hop label that represented definitely a pioneering club in the South Bronx. They signed a kid from Cleveland. That wasn't something that had happened before. So what's going on, Renita? So, and they played my songs in New York on WBLS. Rest in peace, Mr. Magic. On Kiss, Cool DJ Red Alert. You know, that wasn't something they were really doing like that for non-East Coast artists. So I appreciate the love. Again, I know it wasn't all just for me. It had a lot to do with the Fever and his brand. But that recording in early 86, and then technically it was out in 85, but it really went national fully across the country, across the world in 86, early 86, January, 86 had just started. So we are looking to celebrate that sometime next year. Stay tuned. Big things planned. We've already started meeting about it. So, but do me a favor. Could y'all work with this virus? Could y'all, do something? Could you stop coughing and sneezing on each other? Could you realize that a lot of people out here are asymptomatic and don't have symptoms and are still going and spreading it to people? Could you wash your hands? Could you wear a mask? Could you educate yourselves on vaccines? So when a vaccine, and I don't want to hear y'all don't want to be any guinea pigs. They already doing that. It's a process. Trust the process. They're already doing that. Trials are already underfoot. Sean already gave me some information. Let me see. What did he say? He told me something about some trials have already begun. They already on their way somewhere. Okay, I can't find it. Okay. Anyway, Sean. Oh, now you want to stop sending me information. Okay. Anyway, be looking for something going on celebrating the anniversary of the release of my first song, which kicked off the whole thing, enabled me to do shows with Run DMC, Houdini, Public Enemy, LL, Beastie Boys, Dana Dane. I did a show with Lisa. Man, all kinds of people. And it's a part of my history that I don't take for granted. I might not be the greatest caretaker of what I did, but that we're gonna do something next year. Okay. Sean said yes. There are big trials. Big trials are underway for the vaccine. And some of you might think about getting your flu vaccine because you don't want to deal with the flu and the COVID. They are not the same thing. Anyway. Sean says we are waiting on the published documents on a phase 2 and phase 3 controlled testing. There we have it. And while we at it, Sean has a new book. I'm telling you that I mentioned it before, but Sean has a new book coming out for the kids. Man, we go get it in with that. It's my brother. Even though he tried to call me up one day and bully me about a hoodie that I gave to LaDosha. Sean, you just all in it, Sean. You back and forth, bruh. Do we need my daughter say, y'all need a team building, y'all need a seminar. Is it, hey, Jordan, what you say they need? What is it? A team building conference. With some breakout. She walking up. She said with some breakout sessions. You know where y'all fall back. Y'all fall back and other person catch y'all, and my daughter's walking up on me now. She said y'all need a team building conference. They need breakout sessions. They need like discussions and stuff. Go out to like the park or seminar. Do like they did on Best of Enemies. They had a charrette. Man, I had never heard of that, man. Y'all need a damn charrette. But yeah. What you drinking, Jordan? Jordan got a box of tea. Okay, that's tea. Let me see that. Is tea in this box? Yeah. Well, my daughter sure is fancy. Look at this. She got a fancy. It's called Lifted. You sure this tea? Yeah. Okay, I got to check what my daughter is drinking. She's drinking some stuff called Lifted. She ain't old enough to be. Anyway, my kids live in the suburbs now. We ain't had this in Lee Harbor. It's not even mine. That's mine. We ain't have a box of It's not tea. Even mine. A box of We in Lee Harbor, we had Lipton. It's the silver stuff falling. We had Lipton. Little dip, 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 dip. Little hot water, dip, dip, dip. They got. We had Lipton. They got some fancy schmancy. See, my kids live in the suburbs now. They used to be from Lee and Harbor. They ain't had us in Lee Harbor. They had Lipton. Go ahead, Jordan, take this. And she snatched it from me. She snatched it from me. Man, let me tell you something. I might have snatched something out of my father's hand. Y'all man, he'd have smacked me back to last week. Boom, might have woke up in second base in Little League. Like, what the hell? I was at home. It's from last week's game. No, so anyway, that's okay. It's a whole different thing. We go wrap this up. I just want to let you know I had a ball finishing up closing night for GCUFF. Is there anything else I need to say? Okay, I'm not in reaching order of. Oh yes, I am. Hold on. Bam. Spears of the Mossy 1 and 2. Volume 1. Historical Survey of the Minds of African Scholars, Volume 1 by the Kofi Pi-Sci Research Team. Boom. Volume 2. Mossy Warriors presents From Spears to Pens. I don't see no pen. I just see a brother with a big ass spear in his hand. I guess the pen parts are in here, in the pages. Anyway, From Spears to Pens, Historical Survey of the Minds of African Warriors, Volume 2 by the Kofi Pi-Sci Research Team. You can get it directly from those brothers. Hunt them down, or you can hit them on Kofi Pi-Sci TV, or you can go to Amazon, or you can, man, it's links all over my page and in different threads, or you can find Sean, you can find Kofi, you can find other members of the Kofi Pi-Sci Research Team. You already know what it is. And this book right here, Volume 1. Oh, there you go. He's already in the chat. The thread is there. Sean, as a matter of fact, the sister, Connie Perrone, who teaches the kids filmmaking for GCUFF, the GCUFF links. Connie Perrone, she wanted the books, so we need to hook you up. And oh, you really need to get her your joint because she worked with the youth. Man, she does amazing work in filmmaking. She's straight out of Columbia Filmmaking School. She came back to Cleveland and worked with the kids. She started off at Cleveland State, worked with film. My man Austin Allen was a Black Panther. Professor Austin Allen. People know him in Cleveland, know him, love him, especially in the filmmaking educational process. But yeah, Connie Perrone. she's trying to get with you to pick up some 1 and 2 volumes. So make sure that we make that connection between you and that sister. Good people. I love Connie Crone. She's dope. Okay, anything else? Oh, coming up, the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists are sponsoring a forum between a Republican representative and a Democrat representative for Trump. We have a representative for Trump. We have a representative for Joe Biden, and they will be having a forum. It's really going to be kind of like a debate, but for lots of reasons, we're not calling it a debate. They're going to go back and forth and talk about why Black people should support Donald Trump or Joe Biden. We'll have sides representing, we'll have representatives from both sides. We will be hosting that. I'll be doing, as president of the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists, I will do the initial welcome, and then I will pass it on to our host. You know him, you love him, you've seen him on national, doing national news, and we were fortunate to have him here, my brother Russ Mitchell, who was our broadcast vice president of the organization. And the Madam Vice President of Print, my sister, is Rhonda Crowder, also part of the Chill Talk team. She's the vice president of Print for, we have 2 vice presidents. And they will be the hosts of the forum. So that's coming up. I want to say the 20s. Okay, it's coming up in September, like week after next. It's coming up soon, about 2 weeks or less than that. I'm just gonna start posting it all on my page, so you don't want to miss that. So we will be hosting that on. It's filling up to actually be in the room for Zoom, but you can also probably see it on our GCUFF. See, I'm on GCUFF. On our GCLE ABJ on our Facebook page for the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. But you want to, and it's free. You can register to actually be on the Zoom link for the forum. But you probably can also see it on our Facebook page. But I will be posting that, and we'll do some interviews with that coming up soon. Okay, anything else? What's going on, Wendy Pitts? In the building. I think that's it. Thanks to everybody from GCUFF for having me for the opening and closing ceremony, for all the participants in the film festival. Big ups to my brother Amos Red Turner, my former manager back in MC Chill days. He had a film, Cleveland Soul to Comeback, in the ceremonies. Hopefully it won something. I'll double check that. He also produced a music video. Our brother Corey Kane, rap artist Corey Kane, had a video in it. So good luck to Corey and Red on that. Hopefully they won something. And everybody else that had films in the film festival, especially my Cleveland filmmakers. I believe that's it. Unless somebody wants to say something, I think we're good. I'm gonna go see what's going on with my daughter in this tea. It's called Lifted. I think I need to do my fatherly duties and check on, see what's going on. This tea is called Lifted. Maybe just lift your spirits. I don't like it. I don't know why the tea is called Lifted. Anyway, I'm going, y'all. Go over to the Kevin Chill Heard YouTube channel. Go over to YouTube. Just look for Kevin Chill Heard, and you'll see the channel. It'll be more and more content coming up. new content. Some of the interviews that I just did for opening, closing ceremony will hopefully be on there. I got interviews that, I got interviews that people haven't seen that I haven't. Content is coming. And you know what? That's something I can't announce yet. But look for some other new stuff from the whole Chill Vision CVTV platform. We up out of here. We gone. Oh, and if you want to donate, anybody watching want to make any donation to the Chill Talk platform, I think it's in the link where the name of what it is, whatever I'm talking about right now, is there. It's a PayPal and a Cash App link. We'll take any donation. Go over to the YouTube channel and see what we're doing, or go over to the Chill Talk page, because right now you're watching it on my personal page. Go over to the Chill Talk page on Facebook, at Chill Talk to me, the number 2 at Chill Talk to me. For Rogue, what's going on, my brother? Look around and see what you can go to videos and see past Chill Talks going back for like 2 years. Man, go back and see the one we did with Superfly. The real story of how Superfly got made, from the brother who told the story, Chris Arnett. Still one of my favorite episodes that we ever did. Go back and watch that. And you can go on my YouTube channel and look at some. Man, I got an interview with Lawrence Fishburne on there. Of course, I have the interview with our dearly departed Chadwick Boseman on there. I have Han Solo, Indiana Jones interview on there. Go and check it out. Oh, but if you want to make any donations to Chill Talk, we'll take $1, we'll take a $5, we'll take a $10 Alexander Hamilton, we'll take a $20 Andrew Jackson. Hopefully we can get that changed to Harriet Tubman. Andrew Jackson, probably the second worst president in the history of presidents. Second worst. We'll take a 50. We'll take a big blue face Benjamin. Man, whatever. Make any donation you want to make to Chill Talk. You can drop just something in Cash App, $ money 2, the number 2. Don't spell it out, just the number 2. Money to Chill. Drop it in there. Appreciate you. We'll send you something. People make it. You know what? I still have a Dana Dane shirt left from Dana. Gave me some shirts. I think we gave most of them all out, but I still had this one little mama shirt. It's like a small. So anybody want this small Dana Dane? I think it's a regular, a woman small, not a little kid small. Want this Dana Dane, old school Dana Dane with fame. On the back, front it says Dana Dane. On the back, it says with fame. I got one left. And I do believe I still have 2 Queen and Slim t-shirts. So y'all let me know who want. All right, we gone. I don't think I need to grab anything else by me. Whip out of here. Let me see, make sure I don't need to holler at somebody else. My man, Farrell. He said, I'm proud of you, my brother. Thanks, Farrell. My man, Reginald Tom, one of the coolest brothers. Man, that brother was in a movie back when none of us knew nothing about movies. What was that movie you was in, man? I remember you were at the end of the movie. You were, I think you was actually doing your actual real job in the military. And you were at like the closing border between, I don't know if it was Mexico. Well, it would have had to been Mexico or something. Anyway, you was at the border somewhere. They was trying to get through. They had to holler at you. What's wrong in a movie? This was way back in the day. And you pioneered that gangster stuff, man. How you get in that movie, bro? Did you get residuals still? Anyway. We gone. Go over go over to the Chill Talk page on Facebook, at Chill Talk to Me. Go over to YouTube, Kevin Chilhard. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Within the next month, I'm going to try to get up to 500. I think we're close to 400 now. And then in a couple of months, I want to be up to 1,000. And then we're going to just start doing all kinds of stuff that you're going to need to see. And we need to get those YouTube numbers up. And then we're going to be doing something else too. But I'll leave that later. All right, we're going, y'all.